Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm not going to show you my face because lucky me, I have double cold sores on my upper lip, so it's pretty gross. Anyway, I'm going to show you how I made this wreath today. If you like what you see, make sure that you like, comment, and most importantly, please subscribe to my channel because I have a lot more cool stuff coming up for the holidays. And then when the holidays are over, I'm going to show you some of my art and other types of crafts that I do. Anyways, without further ado, here is how I made this wreath. First, I'm going to start off by making a backing for my wreath. I'm doing this because this is a gift, so I want it to look nice from the back, but also sometimes the chenille stems or the pipe cleaners will stick out and kind of be scratchy, and I don't want this to scratch someone's paint off their door or their wall. Now I'm going to take my chenille stems and cut them in half. And by the way, everything I'm using in this video is from Dollar Tree, with the exception of some wooden snowflakes that I got at Hobby Lobby. So I'm going to put 3 chenille stems in each of these 6 sections. On one section I'll do 2 on the top and 1 on the bottom, and then the next section I'll do 2 on the bottom and 1 on the top, and just repeat that all the way across. Now I'm going to take this mesh and double it up. This is 6-inch mesh. And I'm just going to put this around the edge, and I'll kind of poof out a little loop between each of the stems. And I'm going to go ahead and do that all the way around the outside. And then repeat that all the way around the inside. When I was done, I realized it wasn't full enough, so I doubled up my mesh and went around it again, both on the outside and the inside. So now I'm going to make some bundles for the wreath as well. So I'm cutting my mesh into 6-inch strips. And then I'm going to cut my ribbons into 8-inch strips. And I will cut 2 different kinds of thick ribbon and 2 different kinds of skinny ribbon. And actually, I think I said everything is from Dollar Tree. This ribbon right here and the next one that I cut were actually from some gifts I got last year. They were wrapped around it. So I'm actually not sure where they came from, but the other 2 are from Dollar Tree, and you can see they're very similar. And then I'm also going to do some of this mesh tubing as well. That's also 8-inch strips. Now I'm going to show you how I do my bundles. So first I'm going to dovetail the ends of my ribbon, my thick ribbon, and then for my thinner ribbon, I'm just angling the ends. I probably could have done that as I was cutting it, but I didn't think of it. So I'm going to put my skinny ribbon first, and I do this between my fingers because I find it easier to hold. So you just want to put your pretty side of your ribbon down into the crook of your fingers, and then just pile it in the way you want. And then you're going to roll up your mesh. I'm going to use 3 mesh tubes per bundle. And then I'll take half of a chenille stem and fold that in half to make a V shape, and slip that underneath to tie off the bundle, as you'll see right here. And I went ahead and made 18 of these bundles to cover the 18 chenille stems that are already on my wreath frame, holding the other mesh on. So here I'm just showing you where I'm attaching it. So where each of these little chenille stems is showing, that's where I'm going to tie my bundles on. So I'm just slipping it through the front, and then I'll turn it over and secure it in the back. I'm sorry, I'm a little off camera. And then once all of my bundles are attached, I just need to go through and fluff out my ribbon. Sorry, I cut that pretty quick. Now here I had thought I was going to use this sign for the center of my wreath, but it turned out to be too large, so I ended up just making it as a separate sign that matches the wreath. And I'm just tracing the snowflake here because I want to make the snowflake red and the snowflake white and the rest of the sign red. So I'm just making myself a little template so that I can trace the shape of the snowflake on there to make sure when I'm painting it that I have the correct shape. You could just freehand it, but I'm not good at that, so I made myself a stencil. Now I'm also going to paint 6 of these large snowflake ornaments that I got from Dollar Tree. And then I'm going to paint 8 of these smaller snowflakes black. Most of them came from Hobby Lobby. 2 of them did come from Dollar Tree, so if you wanted to just use Dollar Tree ones, you can. And now I'm going to take my little black ornaments and glue them to the middle of my large ones, and then also to the sign. And these are the 2 that came from Dollar Tree. Now I'm just going to add some black ribbon to the hole that's already in the sign so that we can hang it up later. Now I'm going to take one of the chenille stems and I'm going to curl it up into a spiral. And I'm going to use that to attach the big snowflakes to the wreath. So I'm just going to bend that and then I'll take some hot glue and glue it to the middle of my ornament. And then I just feed this stem through the front and flip it over, and I'm going to attach it to the different section joints as you see highlighted here. So I'll attach them 1 to each of those, so there's 6 in total. And then I just cut off the excess. And here it is with the ornaments on it. I decided it needed something else, so I'm taking this bow from Dollar Tree and I'm going to attach that as well. And I'm doing that with another chenille stem. So I'll just run it through and then attach it to the bottom. And then my last step is to cover the back with the felt that I cut earlier. This also helps if any gaps are in the back. The black will cover the gaps as well. And that's it, you guys. I tried to keep this one short today for a change. I hope you liked it. Make sure you comment and subscribe.